And today we're having our first sponsored stream from AFK Journey. So if you'd like to support my stream, click on the download link as linked in the chat or on the bottom here in the widget. And any new players who meet their goals will be able to send me money through the sponsorship. Thanks so much. Voice acting, voice acting. Explore Aspesia freely. Embark on your own legendary adventure in this magical world with picture book like graphics. Find mysterious treasures and experience the seasons while exploring Asperia. Classic struggle, classic strategic cards and real time battles. Fight battles in real time with classic strategic card gameplay and decimate your enemies with your ultimates. Control enemies with different types of terrain for greater fun in battles. The situation keeps changing in battle. Chosen one, you'll need to adjust your formation according to terrain and use the combat mechanics wisely to defeat powerful enemies. Get yourself prepared and take a proper break when necessary. When you're tired, take a break and relax on a campfire. The adventure continues even when you're resting. Wake up to collect lots of loots. A sincerely wonderful good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. My name is Decaf Nvidia. I'm a video game streamer who primarily plays RPG games. I am also a hobby voice actor and singer, so you'll hear me do one or both of those things during the stream. My pronouns are he, they, and today we are playing some AFK Journey because I have actually been sponsored by AFK Journey. So if you would like to know what that's all about, let me just go ahead and read the brief as well as use the command here. So if you are watching my stream here or would like to support me, uh, new players who play AFK Journey will be able to hit certain goals to help give me money for well, right now I'm trying to raise money for MJ's iPad, but don't tell MJ that. Um, and whatever's left over that I am using for myself will go towards commissioning my artist friends for like a new break screen, as well as you know, dyeing my hair and tattooing my arms and the chest. But I'm gonna raise money for that one first. Fortunately, I played pretty much as soon as it came out. Hey, no worries, Okami. Um, totally fine. The fact that you're here, like saying hi, is plenty motivating enough for me. This is Anton's stream now. Thank you, Ensign. I'll take over now. Oh, good boy, good boy. Okay, I gotta sneeze. Mm-hmm. Come on, come on. Whoa. The pupper would like some affection. Play, play. Okay, put you down now. Hmm? Okay, down we go. Oh yes, it is my desk. My desk here is made of wood. That's right. Let's go ahead and move the camera back up. Okay. Um, yeah, Ensign likes hanging out with Reagan here in my room ever since the summer months hit and the heat waves getting really bad. Because my room does have like full air conditioning. All right, here we go. So my own authentic style. Well, I am a hobby voice actor and streamer, so let me take a crack at it this way. Folks, it's my first sponsorship, and we are sponsored by AFK Journey. Now, I played the original game, AFK Arena, as a teenager growing up. One of those kind of games you can just leave playing by itself and be able to enjoy the rewards and get dopamine running in your brain. And AFK Journey is an open world version of AFK Arena with a lot of the same characters, same mechanics, things like that. Um, and the what do you call it? The second way that you can support me is just by hanging out. Honestly, just having people in the chat is like really motivating for me, and keeps me like on my toes and thinking of things to say, so that the stream stays entertaining. It's not just me like staring at a screen, playing silently with my poker face. You know. Ah yes, Classic Gazette. So for myself, um, I bought this game. Sorry, I bought this game. I bought the Classic Gazette to support another streamer who is sponsored by this game. And I guess now I'm the one who's sponsored. Isn't that something? It's a weird feeling. Weird feeling. Let's go ahead and claim all of our AFK loot. It says 28 hours, but it's been a hot minute since I last played. So the good thing in this game is that unlike other RPGs, where you kind of have to build every single character if you want to like, kind of try them out and see how they play and things like that. AFK Journey kind of has this thing where you are actually able to just level up your 5 favorite characters and then put them in the Hands of Resonance. And then all of your other characters will, base their level on the weakest level character in your lineup here, right? So as an example, my weakest level character here is level 41. So all the other characters I currently have in my roster are also level 41. Now this is more important when it comes to like, playing with weaknesses and strengths in mind. But in all honesty, you don't really need it. If you're just playing casually, like most enemies can be beaten, ignoring the weakness and strength like differences.
Don't worry, my flames will never hurt you.
Thank you for saying so. Just gonna go ahead and level you up to 50. We got all those AFK, resources, so we might as well use it.
Oops, it was an accident.
So yeah, this specifically is how you can reach the resonance goal. So essentially, level up 5 of your characters to level 40, and that will give me money through this sponsorship, if you would like. And specifically only if you're a new player. For those of you who've already played this game, I will do nothing. You don't have to play the game. But I hope you're enjoying it if you're already playing it. There we go. Okay, let me just work on my equipment. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore all of the time-gated stuff, the arena, the event, things like that. I'm gonna fully focus on just open world exploration here, and leveling up my main cast of characters. Equipment works kind of the same way, but the equipment in this game are a bit more specific, where you kind of have to choose like the good equipment and then kind of like build off of it, keep working on it, and only certain classes of characters will like really benefit from it, unlike the Resonance where all your characters will benefit, right? You just gotta keep that in mind when you're like doing this. Thankfully, when it comes to equipment, it's pretty straightforward system. You don't really need to like think about, oh, do I put the equipment with this stats or these stats or those stats. It's pretty much automatic for the most part. AFK Journey, in the name, you can play it away from keyboard. Is very user friendly, in terms of like its interfaces and how much it actually asks of you to, like, kind of interact with it, right? Do I recycle? Yeah, let's recycle those. Cool, cool, cool. I can use that to forge other equipment. Now it does mean that my power does go up, but that's only kind of like a it's not really an indicator of your actual strength. more than it is like a combination or averaging between your regular stats that have already been, kind of built. But it's not indicative of like how your team will perform because it's based on all of your stats, right? So some characters will work better than others depending on on your play style and how you build things. Okay, so we're dealing with no element. So I can kind of just bring whoever. Well, if that's the case, I should probably switch
Sir
out.
Lucius, at your service.
Oh, I'll switch out some of these characters. Let's get
Oh
let's
my.
see Meryl.
Looks like someone needs a little warming up.
Meryl should not be in the front. And
Charge bravely
the new
for the
character.
divine light.
What's her name? Tamizia. Okay, very good, very good. And yeah, like I said earlier, resonance level literally levels up all your characters. So even though Tamizia is a new character, her level here is actually 50 already, just because like I leveled up all the characters to 50 in the resonance like hall. Yep, and then you can just kind of let it run. I'm just gonna relax a bit. I forgot to lower the volume. Whoops. Ooh. So yeah, you can either play actively and command their skills as they play, or you can do what I'm doing here, just kind of let it run automatic. I'm the kind of player who's not too worried about, using automatic systems because my skills themselves are not really the best anyway. And of course, it saves me a bit of time that I could be using towards, doing other things at the same time. So if I were to play this game kind of off stream, what I would do is that I would leave this kind of game running while doing editing or like watching other streamers on Twitch or YouTube, things like that. Did you miss something? No, you did not, any. We're just playing the game here, just having general fun with it.
Well, victory is deserved.
There we go. Oh, I actually got all of it. Cool. Oh, no, I didn't get all of it. I was pretty close, though. Okay, let me go ahead and lower the volume. Holy cow. I didn't realize the sound was this loud. So this game is actually supposed to be a mobile game, but in my opinion, it actually works a lot better as a PC game. Friend requests. Oh, cool. Let's go ahead and agree to all. There's no downside to agreeing to friend requests. I've been doing some chores all this time, and I left my phone watching your stream. Aw, thanks so much, Andy. Appreciate the lurk through that system. Oh, and if you're doing phone lurking, I suggest doing sound only or audio only. That way, if you're using data or using your Wi-Fi, you're kind of saving your phone battery and saving data if you're using your data to watch streams. It'll still count you as a viewer if you watch on audio only. Just don't mute Twitch, because if you mute Twitch, it stops counting you. It has to be kept at 1% volume at any given time. But yeah, I was just gushing here about the way AFK journey here works and the draw of it, so to speak. Fur minerals, spare parts, braids. Check out my YouTube. Oh wow, you copied my my YouTube message thing. Thanks, Annie. I hope I know what you guys are talking about. Annie, you do not need to know what I'm talking about. It's really just drama. And it's more about Genshin, not really AFK Arena here. I think this will be a popular item. Let's keep it. What are you doing? Ah, I'm just sorting through knickknacks to see what I can sell at local specialties. And I'm doing my best to help too. My younger siblings get around the house now, so I want to take the opportunity to do a little business.
Oh, how about this pretty ruby? I found the gravel under the mystical house's potted plant. I found this one with a little rummaging. I found... Oh, hey, another one. What's this, a crystal? No, I think only you think gems are easy to come by.
Ooh, nice. Little interaction. You like my voice acting and I'm inspired you to do voice acting yourself? Aww. Well, hey, I'm it's one of my few talents, and though I'm not the best at it, I like to do it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. Okay. And if ever you wanna like do collab stuff, actually not like voice acting, just changing my voice. Ah, I see. But if you ever want to do collab stuff, to practice voice acting, let me know. We could play like visual novels together, or we could find a comic to dub or something like that for YouTube. I'm always open. Like old wasn't funny voice thing, my friends smile or laugh. Yeah, that's always where it starts. Impressions.
After all, Marty, what else can you do but mimic what you hear? Great Scott!
And then as you get, like more ideas for voice acting, it's easier to like kind of make your own kind of voices and not just the voice you hear from other personalities, right? The quote-unquote generic ones. But of course, those generic voices can get you a long way. Ah, another priest copy. Okay. Well, not enough to ascend her, but nice that we have them nonetheless. Okay. One more. Ooh, 4 purple ones. Okay, let's go. So we got a few more elite copies here. And perhaps even a new character.
Who wishes to dance with me?
Okay, this is a copy. Satrana.
Strike to defend.
Yep. Another Antandra copy.
Strike to defend.
Woo! 2 in 1. Let's go.
What are you hunting? Leave it to me.
And one for Marilee. I assume Marilee probably came out between now and the last time I played this game, if I had to guess, because I haven't seen Marilee before, and I don't remember seeing Marilee anywhere in like the roster. So, probably a new thing. Okay. Oh, I still have more. Holy cow. Yeah, AFK Arena is pretty generous with their rolls, especially at the start, as with most gacha games. And if you ever do end up getting the Classic Gazette, if you play this game, you can basically do like a 10 roll every like 5 or 10 days, depending on your luck. Yeah, my voice is a little bit deep, so I'm good at grandpa impression. Yeah. The thing with like ranging your voice out is that there is like a base where your natural voice starts that you kind of have to work around. So like me, for example, this is my actual voice. I'm actually a baritone bass, and I kind of, in order for me to like, what's the word? Kind of do other voices, I practice speaking in like higher pitched voices, and so people understand me as well, right? So when I'm speaking to people like at work or in real life, I'm using this voice because people have a hard time picking up the lower tones.
And if I want to practice doing higher voices, well, I just kind of go in the back of my throat and kind of go there, you know?
That kind of thing. Ooh, 2 in 1. Let's go. Holy cow, I still have more. Although, doing that higher pitched voice was specifically because as a child, I like got super obsessed with what was it? Like Powerpuff Girls and Power Rangers and other cartoons of that era. And specifically Bubbles' voice. Like I kept trying to emulate Bubbles' voice because like it's so weird and like high pitched but not grating. So I was kind of trying to like mimic that. And so in order for me to do that, I kind of did these like squeaking noises to kind of extend my range. So it went
Yeah, so I practiced squeaking, and eventually I was able to find that squeaking register, and then apply a voice to it. So that's how I'm able to like reach there.
Let's enjoy
If we're
this
talking about
moment
like
together.
voices I'm practicing more recently, though, I've been slowly but surely learning how to do Donald and Goofy's voice.
Gosh. I mean, what? How else are you gonna do it, Mickey? Yuck.
Yeah, so Goofy's a little bit easier. Donald's, on the other hand, I've been watching YouTube videos for, and it's a little bit tricky because you have to like kind of find an air pocket in the side of your cheek and kind of slide your voice in the back of your throat to that side of your face as well. So essentially, I'm doing like, well, it's gonna look a bit creepy, but bear with me.
Strike to defend.
So make a clicking sound, and then kind of slide to the side of your face while tilting your head. So, and then make the air pocket. Yeah, I'm sorry. Make the air pocket. It's very spitty. So I'm working on that, but slowly but surely making progress. So I can't do it without tilting my head yet, but that's kind of where the voice is supposed to go. That's pretty useful. Okay, I'm finally out of letters. But I think... No, not yet. Not yet, not yet. I thought I might have enough diamonds, but not yet. Wow, you didn't know that? Yo, any YouTube, the internet is a wonderful place for knowledge. I mean, it's full of porn. Don't get me wrong. It's full of porn and other, like, distressing content if you, like, look in the wrong places. But it is very much a plethora of knowledge if you look in the right places and, like, know the right search terms. So if you look up, like, how to do voices and, how to learn certain skills, YouTube is not a bad place to like find that kind of thing.
May the glory of
I could probably
the
link that
Lord
specific
play
YouTuber I
guide
found
you.
who taught me how to do Donald Duck's voice later. It's very interesting, but
May the lucid
you know,
breeze bestow
still working on it.
blessings of a
Still
new
working on it.
dawn is emerging.
The air pocket thing is hard to do because right now it's still coming out like in the back of my throat when I want it to be in the front, so that the words can actually be understood. Even though Donald Duck's whole thing is not being understood, right? But yeah, when you're talking about like where you are, where you're kind of just doing voices close to your range, to your tone, that's perfectly workable. That's perfectly fine. If you want to like do more voices though, you just gotta really work at it, practice. That's really all there is to it. Let's open that chest. Do you know how to do that vibrating voice? It's very hard to do. Vibrating voice? Oh, do you mean the modulating voice? Yeah, if you're doing a modulated voice, you kind of have to... Well, first, what you do is you pinch your nose. Ha, ha, ha. And then you make sure that all of your sound is coming out of your mouth and not your nose. So, pinch your nose and then speak through your nose. If you still sound normal while you're talking, it means you're doing correctly. If you sound like you're nasally like this, it means that most of your air is coming out through your nose. So yeah, when you're modulating your voice, you kind of have to make sure it's going all through your mouth. And then the mistake a lot of people do is that they kind of put their the sound and their air in their throats, and that's not actually where the air has to pass through. Your air has to start from your stomach, your diaphragm, and then kind of go up through your chest, and it'll only pass through your throat to kind of like change the pitch, and that's kind of it, right? So think of it like a bicycle gear. If you change the gear, you go low. If you change the gear again, you go higher. Change the gear again, goes a little bit higher. Change the gear again, goes even higher than that. And keep on going and going and going and going and going and going.
But you don't actually have to use it to get that vibrato or that vibrating voice, because it's more coming from, again, making sure that the air is passing through one channel
And not separated into two separate places, because that's kind of how the air kind of gets dispersed and doesn't really resonate in your mouth or in your as it passes through your throat properly.
So yeah,
If you want to do the real vibrating voice, like if you want to speak like a robot, other thing you can do is you can kind of like put your voice in the back of your mouth. If that makes sense. So there's that song from Portal, right? GLaDOS' song. So you kind of like try to imagine speaking like GLaDOS. Oh, hello. And then kind of put your voice in the back of your throat and you're going like, oh, hello. Kind of like you're going down in a pitch. Down in pitch at the end of your sentence, like you're lilting a little bit. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. That would be funny if it weren't so sad. So kind of like doing that weird thing where it's kind of leaving your mouth but kind of staying in at the same time. Kind of like you're holding it back. And that's kind of like how it kind of vibrates and echoes in the cave of your mouth, and then comes out all vibration-y. Exactly, like swallowing your words. But make sure that your lips are still open and pronouncing everything, so that you're still able to like be understood, right? Because there's a difference between swallowing your words like sorry. Goodbye, my only friend. I don't need anyone now. That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Yeah. So yeah, that I'm still doing the robot voice, but you can't really make out my words. Where if I, project outward and can actually open my lips. Goodbye, my only friend. I don't need anyone now. That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Yeah. That kind of thing. Okay, but yeah, that's kind of like the voices I practice and I try to do, trying to emulate like the voice actors listen to growing up in cartoons and things like that. That being said, though I can do a voice like anyone, I'm still working on the emotional voice acting. So, working on like not saying in monotone and actually being like, what do you call this? What's this word? The idea of being. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, emotive, right? Emotive kind of relies on being able to, actually use those kind of not just the way of the character sounds, but also how the character is feeling in that moment. And that one's a bit trickier because more often than not, when I'm playing these games, I'm kind of seeing dialogue for the first time. So I kind of rely on the writing to kind of figure out how I'm supposed to speak, right? So, like with Genshin, it's a lot easier because more often than not, one dialogue is following another, and they're kind of like, showing off each other, right? And then when it comes to the dialogue as well, the animation, the expression, kind of gives me a hint about how I'm supposed to act. Yeah, okay. Thanks for spending your time for my nonsense questions. These are not nonsense questions. These are actually very fun questions, especially for me, who's trying to become a voice actor. So, who's trying to be a voice actor. Don't worry about it. Like you are perfectly good. Now, right now, here in AFK Arena, AFK Journey, I'm doing the AFK portion of it to level up my like AFK meter. Essentially, again, this game is very forgiving in terms of like actually playing regularly. So more often than not, if you want to make like the dosh, you're gonna make in-game currency, you kind of have to level up this AFK thing so that it will still farm for you even when not playing the game, right? And for right now, my limit is 28
Did
hours.
I burn everything down?
But depending on the achievements, I believe I can actually get up to 32 hours. And I'm leveling it up here, so I get even more rewards out of this. And not just the, what do you call this? Kind of like the mainline, normal, like, level 1 reward. So right now we're at level 59. Eventually I'm going to hit a brick wall and, you know, kind of stop. But for now, letting it run so that we have more offline rewards is a good way to, like, progress quickly, right? So if any new players out there would like to support my stream by clicking onto my download link and leveling up fast, but don't have like the necessary time investment to actually play and like knock it out in 3 or 4 hours, perfectly fine. You can already play it for just like 20 minutes, do the AFK thing, come back and then level up your characters again, and it'll pretty much be done, right? Oh, it's already 9:30.
Victory is
Holy cow,
decided.
time flies. Thank you, Annie, for those questions, by the way. I gotta say, the you might think they're a little bit silly, but I very much love like talking with the chat, and especially being able to talk about my passions like this is like a huge, huge thing for me. I love talking with people about my passions and then hearing about other people's passions. So, you know, whatever you want to talk about, like shoot the breeze. It doesn't always have to be about like the game. Off topic or tangent stuff is like really fun for me, and it's kind of like what do you call this? Like
Come out, my son.
part of the fun that I have.
Fight for
So
me.
you're not disturbing my streams at all by asking questions about voice acting or other games or things like that.
Well,
Like Snake
victory
was fully
is decided.
sorry, Sneak was fully asking about Genshin, which is not the game that's on stream, but I was very happy to talk with Sneak about it because it is interesting. That's why you love watching my stream. Yeah, it's it's part of the skills that I had to like work on. When I was much younger, I was actually
You
um,
desire an audience.
so I've always
And how do
been,
you want
you know,
that?
extroverted. So I've always been good about like making small talk and things like that. However, I suffer from depression and anxiety. So as a child, I always had trouble like starting conversations. Um, no, I don't want to get free attempts. Uh, so it ended up becoming a thing where like between the autism, the depression, things like that, I kind of had to like work on approaching people and how to like, you know, interact with people. Because like something as simple as how to smile, right? Um, because I have ADHD and it's pretty severe. Like I did not know how to smile growing up. Literally, I smile like this, yeah. And my parents had to teach me to like smile properly, like looking in the mirror and like just getting my eyes, doing the more normal smile with like the half lips and things like that. So it's very deliberate, right? Um, and then like starting conversations was very similar. Like, though I'm very expressive when it comes to when I get passionate, when I'm not passionate about something, I become very poker faced, right? And it's not on purpose, which is kind of weird, right? So it's kind of like this thing where, you know, you end up just kind of, what do you call this? Kind of getting used to doing it, but not actually being there yet. Know what I mean? So, in order for me to practice, you know, conversing with people, I had to actually talk to people. And if you want to talk to people, the way to do it is not to just talk about yourself. Because, yes, you can kind of like practice your small talk if you talk about things you're interested in. But in order to practice your communication skills, and specifically how I practice my communication skills, I basically learned how to like get other people to talk to me about you know, their hobbies, their interests. And that, surprisingly, if you like
deliberately like, what's the word? Um, if you deliberately take an interest in what other people are talking about, right?
There are Gruglin camps everywhere.
Oh, sorry. Let's just pause this for a second. If you take a genuine interest in what other people are talking about, they are more likely to talk to you and feel better about conversing with you, which is something I learned as like a super cheat skill to like making sure that people stay in conversation with you and like earning that kind of skill. So when people ask me about my voice acting and other hobbies that I like, you can get me talking. And if you have any hobbies or interests that you like to talk about, keep on talking about it because that way we can kind of build this rapport and have fun with that conversation. So yeah, extroverted. Most people think at work that I'm introverted because of my anxiety and like starting conversations. But the moment they get to know me, they can't get me to stop. My parents saying that my smile was like a dog. So I don't know how to smile. I'm always looking down. I can't communicate with someone in a straight face. Yeah, yeah. What really helped with like uh, learning how to like manipulate my facial expressions was like literally just practicing in front of a mirror, right? There's like there's no fast way to do it. It's easier if you're younger and you can kind of like um, build these habits of kind of manipulating your face and making those facial expressions. But as you get older, it gets a little bit more difficult. So um, for the longest time, I would wake up every morning and I would look in the mirror and I would practice my smile for like 5-10 minutes, um, just so I wouldn't look creepy. Because it went from when I was much younger from this to with my eyes bugging out all wide open. um, so looking in front of the mirror every day, and being and practicing like the smile, like slight smile with teeth, with no teeth, and always making sure that the eyes, though they have to like be a little bit open, you don't need to open them all the way, unless you're talking to someone. If you're just smiling for a still picture, it's better to squint your eyes, if that makes sense. Even if it seems like you kind of can't see out of it, it ends up becoming a lot prettier, a lot more handsome, or whatever you're going for, if your eyes are squinted versus wide open, right? It's kind of this effect with the um, cuteness factor of animals, right? You look at the animal and you see it's cute because it has like the babyish features of the big irises in the eyes. But in humans, we have the small irises. So when we do bug eyes, it's not cute anymore. It's kind of creepy. That's why I ended up having a poker face when we were having a family pic. Yeah, yeah. I was like that too. I was like that too before. Um, and then, you get better and better at it as you keep on practicing. But like the thing that you really have to take note of is that no matter how silly you look, no matter how silly you feel, no matter how many times people tell you you don't really look all that cute or handsome or pretty when you smile, you know, don't listen to them. If you feel good while you're doing it, it's gonna come naturally. Um, your brain is very like um what do you call this? It's very powerful in that subconsciously, just by like uh, convincing yourself that you enjoy doing something, that you're legitimately smiling for the sake of smiling and not just for a picture, your body will actually learn how to kind of adapt and look like you're having fun or that you're smiling or that you're really enjoying yourself. Um, so don't worry too much if you kind of look, a little bit goofy. That's kind of par for the course. Hey, Anselm, welcome back. But if you really want to work on it, you can. There are ways to like work on your facial expressions, things like that. I'm really nervous when talking with girls I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. Um, Although for me it was all genders, not specifically women. Um, I found this out about myself like much later on, but I'm actually aromantic, and like I don't have a preference for men or women. And the thing about being aromantic and having like little to no attraction towards any sex, whether they be male or female, is kind of this thing where um, you feel equally nervous no matter who you're talking to, right? So um, once I, you know, got over my nervousness of talking to, guys, it wasn't that their friends getting over nervous talking to girls because in my mind there's like very little difference, because there's no like no attraction or biological reaction whatsoever. Anyway, game here. I'm just going to let this play.
Seems like the harvest may not be safe, even without the Scarlet Sorceress.
Oh yeah, so this story
Oh,
here
you're not
is.
from around here, so perhaps you haven't heard the local legend.
I guess I haven't mentioned this yet. The story of this game is that we're playing as as Merlin, who keeps losing his memories. Oh, sorry, the title of Merlin, who keeps losing their memories, non-gender specific. And we kind of transform ourselves into this new personality every couple of years. So this particular version is Merlin named Decaf. And the first thing we did was save this village. Yes, Anson. What's up? Save this village that was on fire. And everyone's blaming the Scarlet Witch, even though she's clearly not the culprit. And now we're on her trail trying to find her, so we can figure out who keeps burning down the towns and villages and things like that.
It's said that the great Magister Merlin blessed this place. Or protected it or something. I don't really understand magic.
Yep.
So you're here buying goods because of a legend?
Relying on these legends or stories is actually an effective marketing strategy. But that's not why I was there.
You're welcome, Annie. Again, take any advice I give with a grain of salt. Any advice I give is based on my own personal experiences. So, it might not be applicable for everyone.
I just wanted to get some information on regions near Hollowstone and see if I could open up a new trade route. The soil in Ryham is particularly fertile. Its crops, flour, and bread are well known throughout the Lightbearer Empire.
Oh.
But later, I found out that the change in weather had reduced Northville's wheat yields. Difficult transportation in the region meant that Ryham wheat has become a luxury that only nobles can afford.
Wheat?
So I wondered if
Huh,
I
that's
could
something.
expand the market and increase sales. However,
You're back. I'll do something. Yeah, go do your chores, Annie. No worries. All the wheat burned up.
that's right! That blasted Scarlet Sorceress!
Calm yourself, Master Rowan. It's better than losing your life to bandits.
That makes sense, I guess.
No need to look so glum. What are a few shipments of wheat compared to the massive fortune you have? I still remember when the Heroic Order came to clean things up, and you had the Consortium send over wagons of swords as a thank you gift.
Yo!
That was completely different, Mr. Valen. The gift to the Heroic Order was to express my gratitude and cement our relationship. However small or great the value, it was totally reasonable.
So essentially, it was a goodwill gift, and it's for establishing long-term relationships, otherwise known as a bribe.
That's right. Kindness, friendship, and favors are all well and good, but business is another matter entirely. Even the smallest loss must be precisely recorded and analyzed.
Agreed.
Speaking of which, the acquisition process in Northville was more unpleasant than expected. Most were friendly, though a few of them needed an attitude adjustment. There are no laws against price gouging, but it was less about selling goods and more like driving customers away.
Oh man.
It was the same when the
That
first
sucks.
fire broke out. A few of them just stood by the side of the road, and they didn't even try to help, like it wasn't even their village.
Everything changed when the fire attack.
Strange indeed. The people of Northville are very united and care greatly for their fields and homes. They wouldn't be indifferent to anything that happens in the village. Never mind. Our priority is to gather materials right now. Everything else can wait until we're across the bridge.
Okay, so let's go across the bridge. Rowan and Valen here, just accompanying us on this trail.
Ouch! Hit my head again.
Isn't this leaf too big?
I just lost my balance when it went down. Luckily, the leaf is very soft.
That's not a problem. I got this. The real issue is that the stem is too long. Witness my all-new compacting leaf machine. Just add Quickvine and push the inhibitor button.
But I usually cast rain spells, and the drops have the healing power to spur growth. There's a chance the rain may wash the inhibitor off. What will happen then?
What? Darn. I didn't think of that. I'll go back to the drawing board and figure magic in the equation this time.
You can do it. Oh, I just realized they're all walking around. That's fun. Anyway, battle modes. AFK stage. Ah, the dream realm. Here we go. So let's see if we can get all the way to the end of the dream realm this time. Alright, rankings. By the way, guys, don't worry about playing the same server as me. I don't play regular enough to like actually help anyone. So if you do decide to download using my link, you have to choose a server before you start the game. And if you don't do it right away, you can't change servers. So, I would say just don't worry about it. Okay. Let's hope for the best. And while it auto runs here, I can go ahead and check on the screens I'm lurking in.
Delivery's coming up.
Push away all sorrows, Orin.
Look at those cute animations. There we go. Hi Annie, welcome back. Ooh. Poor Temisia. Rip. I guess if I put more effort into it, I could actually like, focus up their skills.
Well,
But
victory
I'm just gonna
is
play.
yours.
I'm gonna keep on playing the. What do you call this? Not the lazy way, the auto way. Okay, Dream Realm is done there. Can I level up my characters again? Is that a thing I can do? Let's see. Oh, equipment. Great. So I'll be gone for a while because I'm gonna try streaming on Minecraft. Yo, go on. Get him. Get him, Annie. Get him. Have fun with your Minecraft game. If you're still streaming by the time I'm over, I'll go ahead and raid on over to you. You're welcome, and thank you for your support as well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's good. That's good. So now we're looking at their levels. I don't know how much I can level them up
For the
by.
divine light. There, good.
Okay, a little bit. I could level up one by one, or I could level up one character and then kind of let the rest follow, which is kind of my
Each bit
style.
of growth is precious.
Oh, right, ultimates. Okay, I should level up
Aims
all
to
of them
get
one
these
by one
shoots
then.
grow faster.
Don't worry.
Anything left
My
over, I
flame
will
burns
use for
even
Tamisha
more
to 70
beautifully
though.
now.
You desire
Or
an
road to
ultimate.
70.
Being a noble is always being on top.
Inventory, shipments, deliveries. Am I missing anything?
Yo!
Oh yes, gifts for my customers.
I can ascend Rowan? What the heck?
Every coin was wisely spent.
I didn't know I could
You
do that.
desire. Don't worry. Huh? Don't worry. You desire.
Inventory, shipments,
I guess I
deliveries.
did roll for
Missing
Rowan.
anything?
And then I
Oh, yes.
kind of got
Gifts for my
Rowan
customers.
through the Classic Gazette. Huh. Oh, I kind of forgot that was a thing.
Oh, good morning.
Inventory, shipments, deliveries.
Well, I'm
You
also out of the
Inventory, shipments,
thing
deliveries.
here.
Am I missing anything? Oh yes, gifts for my customers.
Let's see if I can claim that. Is that enough? It's not nearly enough. Okay, so I would have to like keep leveling up the AFK arena. AFK arena. The AFK mode. But I'm not gonna right now. Oh, side quest. Okay, there's a way to open up the map. Then teleport there. Whoosh! Yeah, as fun as traversing the open world is, thank goodness for these waypoints. There we go. Okay, it's lagging a little bit because it's loading in. But once loaded in, it should become smooth again. First sponsored stream. Nice! Indeed, Yodai, indeed. I guess we're coming up here on the ad break, so I probably should do my copy read again. But yeah, this is the first stream I've ever been sponsored. This is my first ever sponsorship, and I'm doing a stream to kind of tie into that. So the game is called AFK Journey. So if you would like to support my streams, and give me money through the sponsorship, if you're a new player, you can use my download link. So let me see what the command is again. I forgot what the command is supposed to be. It's like exclamation mark AFK Journey. Yeah. There's my download link. Now this is only applicable for new players, but essentially the more goals you hit there on that widget over there, level 20, level 40, which can be achieved within like 3 or 4 hours of gameplay, or recruiting Rowan, which is like rolling the gacha and getting that character, or buying the battle pass, which again, not a requirement. Do at your own discretion. Those are all ways to like, what do you call this? Meet the goals of the sponsorship and help me make the money through that channel. But not a requirement. If you have already started playing this game, it won't really count and things like that. Yeah. But let me go ahead and shout you out, Kyodai7. Well, I guess I should call you Kyodai. That's what you said to call you last time. There you go. So Kyodai, guys, is a fellow Genshin streamer. In fact, he literally, from what I've seen, has been playing Genshin like pretty regularly. So go check out his streams. Yeah. It's very fun to watch.
Let's do it.
By the way, Kyodai, have you run out of Genshin content? I've kind of run out. The only thing I haven't really done yet is the fishing achievement. But I've done every single world quest, story quest, things like that.
Old. What's my pretty?
You still have things to do there?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
not Genshin. That's... Huh. Was that Star Rail? I think that might have been Star Rail. But yeah, please go ahead and support Kyodai by giving them a follow. Warmth in winter, side quest. Grit your teeth and hold on. We can't embarrass on Hogan in her order and succumb to the cold. But it's freezing cold. Here, anti-cold medicine. Oh, finally. How embarrassing. You've probably heard our teeth shattering. Thank you for this. I'll distribute it
All our soldiers have to shift. You still lost doing Genshin? There you go. So many world quests, so many chests. Good to know, good to know. I'm running out of things to do for the creator program. We're already 21 hours in, and I've kind of like... I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for content. So, tomorrow's Genshin stream is fully just gonna be just chatting, fishing, if the event doesn't come out when my stream starts. Ah, 60% completion. Not bad, not bad. I kind of went a bit crazy and, well, not crazy. Got a bit obsessive. Yeah, let's go with obsessive. And 100%ed Fontaine within a week of when it came out. I'm a completionist after all, so I do completionist things. Oh, ad break is starting. Well, before the ad catches you, my name is Decaf Vidya. I'm a video game streamer who primarily plays RPG games. I am also a hobby voice actor and singer, so you'll hear me do one or both of those things during the stream. My pronouns are he, they, and today we're having our first sponsored stream from AFK Journey. So if you'd like to support my stream, click on the download link as linked in the chat or on the bottom here in the widget. And any new players who meet their goals will be able to send me money through the sponsorship. Thanks so much. Voice acting, voice acting.
Explore Aspesia freely. Embark on your own legendary adventure in this magical world with picture book-like graphics. Find mysterious treasures and experience the seasons while exploring Asperia. Classic struggle, classic strategic cards and real-time battles. Fight battles in real time with classic strategic card gameplay and decimate your enemies with your ultimates.
Control enemies with different types of terrain for greater fun in battles. The situation keeps changing in battle. Chosen one, you'll need to adjust your formation according to terrain and use the combat mechanics wisely to defeat powerful enemies. Get yourself prepared and take a proper break when necessary. When you're tired, take a break and relax on a campfire. The adventure continues even when you're resting. Wake up to collect lots of loots.
So thanks so much everyone for sticking around my sponsored stream here. I hope you guys are having a relatively chill time and enjoying yourselves. And for some reason the ads only started now. Gosh dang it! I hit the whole ad read and the ads didn't even start yet. See you after the ad, folks. Well, I guess while all my viewers are caught by the ads, those who aren't subscribed, I can go ahead and do this thing. Thanks for supporting by watching my ads. Thankfully, they only happen every hour, and depending on the stream,
Well, victory is deserved.
I usually bunch them up during my break. Today is a short stream, though. So I haven't really taken a break today yet. Besides, having way too much fun talking with folks in chat. Oh, I just realized. Thank you for the follow from Sneaky Snack 3. Really appreciate you. Hope I see you again sometime. Yeah, I guess the alert must have gone off while I wasn't paying attention. It happens. Let's see here. Literally, just by standing around, and even when you're not playing the game, it is still running on the cloud. So you are still earning rewards and able to level up your characters. So if you're going to help me by joining the sponsorship, playing the game, and getting the levels, the best way to do it is just to like play a little bit of it, put it down, and then play a little bit again and level up the characters, put it down, wash, rinse, repeat. Um, Rather than what I did, which is that I kind of got way into it and played it for like 6 hours. Sorry, 5 hours to rush level 50 for the streamer that I followed for their sponsorship of this game. But however much you support me, whether it be through the actual sponsorship, being here through the chats, buying the Classic Gazette if you really want to shell out, you don't have to. I very much appreciate and hope that I will see you again in our future streams. Tomorrow will be Genshin Impact, our regular stream. So I hope to see you there. Now we're going to go ahead and raid out to NE, who is our new regular, and I assume again is a new streamer. So let's show them some love and support by giving them a follow when we get there. There we go. Okay. Phew. Gotta say, I was really nervous about doing this whole sponsorship stream thing, but I think it turned out okay. So, thank you once again to Nushu, as well as Roman and Sneak Snack 3 for the follows. Hope to see you in a future stream for a bit of housekeeping there. As I send you off, keep in mind and remember that Decaf NVIDIA is going to Creative Commons Attribution, non-commercial share alike, 4.0 international license. Off you get.